Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my February recap, March goals. The fact that it is already March 3rd is absolutely crazy to me. For January and February, I made a video kind of like this one. I talked about some of my favorite things of 2025 and reflected on it, and then I talked about 2026, and then I did a little section about my January and February goals. I thought it'd be really fun to once a month kind of do an update on the goals from the last month and talk about my goals for the next month. First, we're going to go over my goals for January and February and see if I actually stuck to them or not. First thing on the list was to take a yoga class. I did not do this. I was honestly sick for most of February, so I didn't even really feel like doing much. There's no excuse though, I just didn't do it. My next goal was to find a new purse. I talked about how this was like my main goal and I really wanted to find a new purse. I actually did. I found 2 new purses. The first is literally perfect and I'm obsessed with this so much. It is this Coach bag. To be honest, I don't know what it's called, but it has this like gold detailing. It sometimes looks completely black, which is cute, but if you come up close, you see it's actually kind of like, what's it called? Monogrammed. The other bag, I kind of like thrifted it from my mom's closet. It's this bigger, like 2000s type of purse. I know it looks really orange on camera. I promise it's more like brownish tan in real life. But it's so cute. It's pretty big. I've been using it for school and like if I'm going like to a coffee shop or something. I think it's super cute personally. It holds so much. The organization in here is top tier. I'm literally obsessed with it. The next goal I had was to bring my camera with me everywhere. I freaking did this. My camera was in my purse every second of every day of January and February. My next goal is to oil my hair more often, and I guess I should have been more specific because I technically did oil my hair more often, but it wasn't what I meant when I said this. I meant like oiling my roots with rosemary oil, but I actually ended up oiling my hair with castor oil when I was in the shower. When I would like let the conditioner sit, I was putting castor oil on it. So not what I intended, but I technically did do it. Number 5 was to go on walks more often. Did not do this one. Number 6 was to make my vision board. I did this and I'm literally obsessed with it. I'm gonna put some videos and pictures of it on the screen. If you guys want to know how I did it, it was literally so easy. What I did to be intentional about this and make sure it wasn't just cute was I went in my notes app and I wrote down a bunch of things that I wanted to accomplish in 2026, and then I went on Pinterest and found pictures and pins that like aligned with that. Then I took those pins and put them onto a collage in Canva that I just made. I printed them through Walgreens and then I ordered frames on Amazon. It was really easy. I think it was like around $25 to do the whole thing. It took me like 3 hours. I'm also going to get like a quote to put in the middle, and I ordered that like a month ago, but it's still on the way. Number 7, I wanted to detail my car. I did do this. I did it towards the end of February, but I did do it. Number 8 was to journal the good moments, not just the bad, and I definitely did do this. I journaled so much in January and February. I think I probably journaled like every day, multiple times a day. Number 10, I wanted to add more lights to my room. I did not do this. To be honest, when I wrote that goal, it was really prevalent on my mind of like, I want to add more lights to my room. But throughout the month, I never really thought about it after I wrote it down. I was never like, I want more lights in my room. Okay, so that is my update on my January and February goals. Now I wanted to talk about the books that I read in February because I love reading so much, and I talked about how I wanted to talk about reading more on my channel. For February, the first book that I read was The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I have loved every single book Abby Jimenez has written. I read the Part of Your World series like 2 years ago now. Absolutely loved it. I saw this at Marshall's and it was $6, so I bought it and I read it and I absolutely loved it. I loved it so much that I would be in the car and I'd like have to put the audiobook on because I needed to know what happened next. And I'm an audiobook hater, so that says something. I only listened to the audiobook for like 3 chapters of this, but it was really good. So if you guys are looking for a good audiobook, I definitely recommend this. Both of the actors were so good. Basically, this follows Kristen and Josh, and Kristen is dating a guy in the military who's literally never home, and she's also dealing with like really bad health issues. And then Josh just started a new... What does Josh do? Josh is a firefighter who just moved to town, and Kristen owns a dog business and she ends up needing a carpenter for the dog business, and Josh happens to know a little thing or two about carpentry. I'm not going to say much on from there, but I absolutely loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. The next book I read in February was Mile High by Liz Tomford. I wanted to like this book so bad, and I did for the first half of it. For this much of the book, I literally could not put it down. I was on a road trip with my boyfriend. I was like, stop talking, I need to read my book because I need to know what happens next. I was obsessed with this, and then it just kept going and going, and I felt like it took so long for them to be together. They were together like for 2 seconds, and then the stupid third act breakup happened, and let me tell you, it was literally the stupidest third act breakup I think I've ever seen. So the book kind of got really tainted. I know there's like 5 other books in this series and people really like them, so I'll probably read those eventually. It's like 500 pages, which is not a super long book, but for this story it was way too long. It was so overdrawn. I felt like this could have been a quick, easy 300-page read and it would have been so good, but it was just so dragged on, so forced. It was just so boring. Kind of transferring into March books, I want to talk about my March TBR because I'm trying to be more intentional with my reads. So the book I'm currently reading is Picking Daisies on Sundays. This book is just so cutesy. I mean, it's literally like spring in a book. Even my dad, who like loves that I read but doesn't really take an interest in what I'm reading, he literally looked at this, he was like, that looks like such a cute book. And I was like, I know. And to be honest, it is such a cute book. It is so cute. I'm flying through this. I started it yesterday and I'm on page 113 and I'm really liking it so far. Not that I will read all of these books, but if I'm gonna pick up books, I'm hoping it's from this stack. First we have Carrie Soto's Back. This has been on my TBR for like so long since it came out, and I feel like I'm looking for a lot of like summer adjacent books, like summer transition books. And doesn't this cover just give like it's almost summer? I mean, it's already 85 degrees in SoCal, so like I feel like that like it basically is summer. It's giving me Challengers vibes, which I watched that movie like 2 years ago and I absolutely loved it. I don't know if I'll read this, but like it's definitely on the like radar. Continuing on with that, we have Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I read Every Summer After and One Golden Summer, and as you guys know if you watched my last video, One Golden Summer was my #1 book of 2025. It was so good. I've heard this one is kind of hit or miss for some people, but I would really love to read it because look at how gorgiana this cover is. I just know I'm gonna like this because I like every book by her. My goal is to finish a lot of my series. I actually was writing a note about this in my journal. I was journaling about all of the series that I need to finish and the books in the series that I need to finish. Obviously I just started a new one with Friend Zone, but this is the next book in it, so maybe I'll get to it, maybe I won't. Also, Finding Perfect by Colleen Hoover. I read the whole Twisted series and the All Your Perfects. I read All Your Perfects like 5 or 6 years ago now, but I read the Hopeless series like 3 years ago, and all I have left is Finding Perfect, which like connects the two, which probably won't even make any sense to me because I read both the series so long ago. I've hated every single book in that series so far, so I'm hoping I can just get it over with and finally wash my hands of it because I'm sick of it. Now it's time for my favorite part of the video, which is talking about my March goals. I didn't have as many as I did in January and February, but also I combined those two, so it makes sense that I don't have as many. My first thing I want to do in March is do a huge closet clean out. I need to clean out my closet so bad because I have so many clothes and I know that I'm not using it to its full potential, so I would love to just go through it, go through all my clothes, donate some things to people in need, and reorganize it. Number 2, I want to revamp my bathroom. Nothing crazy, I just want to add a different storage unit in it and maybe hang some posters. Number 3, I want to get rid of my footboard. I feel like it kind of just makes my room feel smaller. I've had it for years. I've never liked it, but I'm really excited to get rid of it because it's kind of just there and I'm kind of just sick of it. Number 4, I want to bleach a hoodie. I have a hoodie from Abercrombie that I paid way too much money for, and it for some reason has just accumulated stains that I have no clue where the stains are from. I think they're just like those random stains from the washer. But I want to bleach it because I don't want to just throw it away, and I feel like I could do something really cool with it, so I want to at least try. Maybe I'll like thrift a hoodie and try first, and then if that goes well, I'll go on to the Abercrombie one. And then lastly for March, this is like pretty small, but I just want to read 3 books. I read 2 books in January and 2 books in February, so pretty good, but I just want to like read a lot of stories. I really want to immerse myself in worlds. I know this summer and the fall are going to be very busy for me with getting ready and going off to college, so I'm trying to read as much as I can right now. I'm also going to be traveling a lot in March, so hopefully that'll give me some opportunities to read on road trips and on plane rides and stuff like that. In my last video, I talked about how I wanted to have a lot of hobbies, and I said that I'd talk about some hobby ideas, and I didn't, but I have a list, so I wanted to like go through them and talk about them. The first one, obviously one of my favorite hobbies, is reading. I mean, I read all the time. Even if it's not a book, I'm always consuming some sort of like literature. I like to read poems. I love to read essays. Like, I just love reading. Another one that I do is journaling. I absolutely love journaling. I do it like 3 times a day. I'm obsessed with it. Number 3 is scrapbooking. This could be a very like timely and costly hobby, but I feel like it could be so much fun. Number 4 is to learn a new language. I know ASL and English, but I would love it if I could like learn some more Spanish. One of my personal favorite like fun facts about myself is I know like a lot of different phrases, random phrases in random languages. Number 5, if you're on TikTok, you've probably seen this all over, but bedazzling. Number 6 is coloring. I actually bought a coloring book from Target and I already had markers and I've been coloring and I've been loving it. I just do it while I watch my show instead of like being on my phone and watching my show. I'll color and it's so much fun. Number 7 is going on walks. Bonus points, you can listen to an audiobook or a podcast while you go on the walk. Number 8 is crafting. By this I just mean like making bracelets, painting, drawing, making bookmarks, like literally whatever, just doing crafts. Number 9 is instruments. I play piano and guitar. I'm self-taught in both. You can literally teach yourself anything and people forget that, and it's such a powerful and cool thing when people know how to do things and they taught themselves how to do it. Like, what do you mean you just sat down and you taught yourself an instrument? That's so cool. I also taught myself harmonica like 4 years ago, but I forgot it, so I bought a new one and I kind of want to get back into it. Number 10 is puzzles. I feel like it's so fun. You just throw on your show, you do a puzzle. It's so fun. Number 11 is something I've wanted to do for years and I never have, but I really want to analyze songs and poems. I want to like go onto Google, copy and paste the lyrics, put them in a Google Doc, print them out, and then go in with like highlighters and pens and really analyze the lyrics to the song. Maybe I'm like just being a nerd right now, but I feel like this is like really fun things to do. Last thing we have to talk about in this video is my project pan. I did my January project pan in my last one of these and I really liked sharing with you guys what I did, so I wanted to do it again. First thing is this Brazil Nut body wash by Trader Joe's. I love this scent so much. Did not like this. I was so excited to use it because I love the lotion and I love the scrub, but this, it didn't like foam up, which I know it like technically means there's like no sulfate, so it's better for you. I don't care because I need it to suds up. I need it. It did smell really good though, and the bottle is like so fun. Hello, it's so pink and I loved seeing it in my shower, but I have to say I'm not sad that this is gonna be gone. Next up, you're gonna be like, why is there 2? But they were both like almost empty and I just don't know why I was using 2 of them at the same time, but I was. I finished 2 Babe Lash things. Quite literally nothing in there. Is this gonna make hair on my hand grow? This is so random. I don't know why I'm including this, but I floss literally twice a day, every day, and I have been using this floss for the past like 8 months and it never ended. And finally one night I was flossing and it just ended and I was like, thank God, because I have so many. Every time I go to the dentist they like give me a new one and I feel like I'm never gonna use them all, so I'm very happy that I at least finished one, and I feel like this was like the longest one that I had. Please, for the love of God, floss your teeth. Okay, next up I finished this candle. This is Black Teakwood by Bath & Body Works. Mahogany Teakwood is my favorite scent ever. This is literally that, just like a little bit different. Really liked this. I'm not buying any more candles though because I have too many, but I did really like this. Then I finished this Mix Bar Vanilla Bourbon perfume. Absolutely love Mix Bar. If you guys are looking for any sort of like affordable fragrances, do not look farther than whatever aisle these are at Target, because these are literally amazing. I have this one, absolutely loved it. I also still have, if I was not too lazy to go grab it, I would, but it's this. It's like coconut something. My most complimented scent ever. I pair that with the EOS Coconut Waters lotion, and then sometimes if I'm feeling extra fancy, I'll go in with the Lat de Coco from like Le Monde Gourmand. I'll put like the combo here, but that perfume from Mix Bar, I think it's like number 6 or something, literally my most complimented fragrance ever, so don't sleep on it. Then I finished 2 makeup products. I finished this NARS Travel Concealer and this NYX bronzer. This I repurchased, this I didn't. That's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you next month for the next wrap up.